Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in. And this off season has been one of the strangest off seasons, let's say, in NFL history, as we now have one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, leaving the New England Patriots after 20 seasons to sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's been speculation as to whether this will work and whether this will not work. In today's video, I'm going to give my take on whether Tom Brady leaving the New England Patriots to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will truly work. But before I start this video, I want to make sure that you guys are staying safe out there. And thank you to the first care responders that have been helping us through this troubling time. But let's handle some business. Without further ado, let's dive into it.
I'm striving to get rich. That's why I almost went 2 years without buying shoes and fits. Things change now. My mom hearing me with my music and she look a little prouder.
Tom Brady left the New England Patriots to sign a 2-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that means the out of Jameis Winston, and it pairs him with quarterback guru head coach Bruce Arians and 2 stud wide receivers in Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and on top of that, tight end O.J. Howard. And then Brady swung a trade to get Rob Gronkowski out of retirement and from the New England Patriots to be acquired by Tampa Bay. Now, it's been a lot of speculation as whether all this will truly work for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and whether it will not work for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In my honest opinion on this whole thing is that I don't think Tampa Bay is truly going to be Super Bowl contenders with the acquisition of Tom Brady. The reason why I think that is that the defense is not really the best of defenses, and Tom Brady is used to having Bill Belichick's genius mind on the defense, even though the Buccaneers have Todd Bowles as their defensive coordinator. Let's just be honest, he's not the genius that Bill Belichick is. Despite he's a great defensive mind, he does not have that genius defensive mind that Bill Belichick has. And the Buccaneers are really absent of a running game. Ronald Jones is a solid back, but I just don't see him as the lead back in this offense. I think they need to improve on the running game. I think they needed to improve the offensive line. Even though Jameis Winston threw for 5,000 yards behind that line, most of that was due to laid back coverage because Tampa Bay was behind in a lot of their football games last season. And the Tampa Bay defense, I don't think is really as stout as stopping people, because even though you have Ndamukong Suh, he's getting up there in age. Levante David has been really solid. Devin White has been solid as well. But I think a lot of their questions come within the secondary, and they don't really have that really press, lockdown, shutdown type of corner on their defense. Despite having Shaq Barrett, the NFL's 2019 sack leader, back and rushing the quarterback, it's really questions to be had on this defense. And you guys know I like to say this a lot because I believe it's so true. You have to have complementary football in order to win in this league. And when you have a defense that's not necessarily stout and up to par, even with the weapons that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have adding with Tom Brady, I don't think it's really going to work out best in their favor. They are a playoff contending team, but I just do not see this team going to a Super Bowl, even with Tom Brady in this roster. And another reason I don't think Tom Brady in Tampa Bay is going to work out, Tom Brady, although he is the GOAT in most people's eyes, he is the greatest. He's won 6 Super Bowls. He does not have Bill Belichick, number one. And number two, if you really watch Tom Brady's play over the last 2 seasons, he has not been that same Tom Brady that he was, say, at 2017, his MVP season. He has not been the same Brady. He's getting up there in age. He's 42. And a lot of quarterbacks over 40 don't really have that big of success. And Tom Brady is approaching 42, 43. So his play has not been the best. People can say last season he did not have a lot of weapons, which is true. But even with that, Tom Brady was not necessarily the best in that system last season. And even in 2018, when they won the Super Bowl, I think more of that was carried by that stout defense with Kyle Van Noy and Stephon Gilmore and guys like that. And the offense, by some Rams mistakes, won that Super Bowl. I just don't see Tom Brady and this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team being a Super Bowl contender. Then on top of that, you have to deal with a Saints team who's one of the more complete teams in the NFL on offense and defense. A Carolina Panthers team that's going to be a little bit more improved with Teddy Bridgewater under center. And then a Falcons team with an offense that's still very, very potent with Ryan Julio and an added Todd Gurley. So the NFC South is going to be one of the toughest divisions, if not the toughest division in football. Then on top of that, you're dealing with an older Brady. Even though Bruce Arians, I think, is a quarterback guru, it's still a wait and see game. I'm not going to put Tampa Bay on top of that division yet. And the NFC is going to be very competitive with teams like Green Bay, the Bears, Minnesota, the Rams, the Saints, and the 49ers. It's going to be a lot of competition in that NFC. And with the Bucs defense, I think being a little lackluster in the secondary with a pass-happy league, I think it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle than most people think. You have to have a good secondary in this league with a lot of the pass-happy teams. And then you have one of the bigger passing teams in your own division in the New Orleans Saints, which you have to face twice a year. So this Buccaneers team, I don't see them being Super Bowl contenders, but as far as being a playoff contender, they can be that. I just don't see this working and being the best team like a lot of people think, because they're giving Tom Brady a lot of credit just off of name alone. I just think Tom Brady is on a little bit of a slope, and you might start to see that in this 2020 season, but it's the wait to see. I'm not looking forward to seeing if it does work, because let's be honest, I'm not really the biggest Brady fan, but I just don't see it working out because the Buccaneers don't have the best pieces to play complementary football on the defensive side of the ball. So to answer the question, will Tom Brady truly work in Tampa Bay? My guess is it's a no for me. But that's all I've got for you guys. Be sure to like the video, comment your thoughts on Tom Brady to the Buccaneers below, share the video, and subscribe to the channel as it helps the channel to grow. And follow me on social medias, Instagram and Twitter. Both handles are APW Sports, and both will be linked in the description below. But you guys stay safe out there. You guys have a great and excellent day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 10 of the 31 day challenge. Peace out.
I wanna say thank you to my mom and my daddy for making love the night that you had me. Wanna thank my friends, my sister, and my brother.